Hello, beautiful people. This is Celia Musoneng Zengele. Welcome to this YouTube channel. If you're coming across this YouTube channel for the first time, welcome. And if you are a return subby, oh, thank you so much. I know my faves by now who keep coming back and keep my spirits up, and they are forever saying only the good things. Thank you. Please criticize as well. Don't just say good things. I would like to improve, remember? And with your help, with your advices, with your good critiques, I can go far. Thank you so much. Today, I want to elaborate further on the other video where I spoke about what to do when you are raped. I just patched that information on top of another information. So I decided, let me just make a video specifically for this topic. Reason is, we live in a capital country of rape. That we cannot deny. Statistics have shown that. Even our lives have shown that. Actually, this is one of the topics that I find very triggering, more than any other, because being a victim, having a child that is a victim, it's affecting me in a way that I cannot explain. And people who have been there are the ones that will understand the impact and the effect that rape has on people's life thereafter. All right. Today I just want to get into the things that you need to do, things that you don't need to do when you are. We don't wish this on anyone, guys, but I really do believe it's okay to stay prepared. And I believe that staying prepared does not open a door for you to be raped. But staying prepared does help in case that such a thing can just throw itself on your doorstep, or such information can come in handy when something like that has happened to someone that you know, because all of us do know people who have been raped. We also gonna know other people that are still gonna be raped. So to know at least what to do in such a situation is very important. Actually, it's vital. Now, I'm going to repeat some of the things that I spoke in the other video. That let's talk about when it happens, at that time when the rape is happening. Try to stay alive. Try to do everything that you can do. I said, if you are a prayer, if you are a believer, if you are a spiritual person, prayer can help as well. But we are not in the same religion, same spiritual denominations. We are not in the same spiritual spaces. But sometimes when something like that happens, you find yourself just trying something new that you have never tried before. And for many people, that something is prayer. Even when they never prayed before, such a situation can put you to a point where you're praying for the first time. But I'm not saying go and pray for the first time if you're not a person that believes in that. But try and cooperate with the person. Try and judge the situation thoroughly with a clear mind. Try to clear your mind. I don't know how, because things like those happen when people are unsuspecting, when you are not expecting it to. So you cannot say you can be thoroughly prepared for such a situation. But let's say something like that happens, it's good to keep a clear mind and not try to fight a fight that you can just see that it may end with your with your life. I know sometimes people are like, he will have to kill me before he does whatever he wants with me. But then how will that benefit the people that are remaining? Because sometimes you're saying that you are a mother. Sometimes you're saying that you are a big sister that other children are looking up to. There are many people that look up to you. And also, you can survive that. We have survived. We need you. Remember that there are people that need you, even if sometimes you feel like, I'd rather die. Just know that there are people that care about you enough to want you alive. Right. Try to immediately, when you get a chance to escape, try to run to a safe place. Immediately, if you can. Don't waste any more time trying to contemplate as to what is it that you can do. Try by all means to run. If you can, pull yourself. Sometimes a person leaves you in a position where you can't even run, but pull yourself to a safe place. And then, let's say they did not leave you with a phone. They took your phone because they did not want you to get help after that. That situation right there can tell you that as a person, you absolutely need to have certain numbers of certain people in your head, knowing them by heart. It doesn't need to be many numbers, but there are those numbers that you need to know them by heart. Such that should something like that okay, and somebody is in a position to help you, and maybe you are not in a position of your own cell phone number, at least you can recall the numbers from your head and make sure you tell someone. But if you look at the case of Mo, Tall as Mo, and Lerato Moloi. Tall as Mo has won a case right now against Lerato Moloi. It's a case of rape that was running for many years. It ended last week. We had this from Tall as Mo bragging about it. What do I think about it? He won the case. There's nothing that can be done about that. It was determined that Lerato was not a reliable witness, according to Tall Esmo, that she's a liar and a what. But hearing things from him, I doubt that every word that he's saying is true. And one other thing is, when a person is a perpetrator, when they get away with it, they get to be very cocky. And let us remember this. Not everyone that is guilty is found guilty in the court of law. Not everyone that is guilty is found guilty in the court of law. Just as not everyone that is found guilty in the court of law is guilty. Sometimes money speaks better for other people. Sometimes the law is on the side of the person that has a better legal system backing them up. And sometimes, yes, sometimes our courts are fair. So we never know in this case which one it was. We'll never know. But because he's found not guilty in the court of law, we'll take it as not guilty. But no, that not guilty does not mean he did not do it. What makes me suspect is that when his case came up, his wife did mention something along the lines of, this is the third girl in 10-year time that they are dealing with the courts because of. So you cannot tell me that he can be 3 times unlucky. That should tell her something, but then, okay, fine. She's a wife. She's doing a wifely duties. We will not judge her because of that. But we all know that she may have felt they stand to lose a lot. So they can do anything to get this case swinging in the way that they wish to. Am I accusing them of anything? No. I'm just saying there's no way to tell. All right. Come back to... the reason why I came to Tol Esmo's case is that one lady, that Lerato Moloi, told after the incident, turned out to be the girl that could not back Lerato Moloi up. She is hurt, saying, yeah, now she feels Lerato Moloi was a liar. Yes, that's what happens. So hence, I would advise that if you are going to tell people, do not tell just one person, because you never know if that person is strong enough to back you up later on when you need their help. And telling a friend, we all know that if the friendship turns sour, you do know that you cannot count on that person to come and back you up after the relationship has turned sour, even though they would have known exactly what happened to you. So it's better to tell a family person that is very close to you. Yes, you can even tell a friend, it's fine. But just expect that if that friendship turns sour, you do not have a witness, darling. You don't have it. Kere, I mean, even a friend whose friendship did not turn sour, you still cannot count them. You cannot count on friends. Guys, friends, don't trust friends. I'm just saying. Even family members are not that trustworthy. But friends, trusting friends is a big, huge mistake. So make sure you tell people. And I would suggest when we come to this one that you tell more than 3 people. At least 3. As hard as that thing would have been, tell them. Please push yourself to tell them. 1 or more of those 3. If you are lucky, all 3 of them can back your story up and your story will be so strong. Because in court, definitely the person that you were told first becomes the state witness. No maganjan. If the case sees the day in court, the person that was the first person that you told becomes the state witness. Fine. And then what not to do? Do not take a bath. Do not take a bath, please. No matter how dirty you feel at that time, do not take a bath. Do not be tempted to take a bath. And okay, when you go to the police station, okay, the first thing is I suggested that instead of going to the police station, if you are living in a city that has what we call Thuthuzela Care Center, I'll try and put it in the description box. Thuthuzela Care Center. We've got centers in South Africa that are called Thuthuzela Care Centers. These are designated clinics for rape victims. They specialize with rape victims. It does not matter whether you are a woman or a man that is raped. Thuthuzela Care Center is your clinic to go to. It's user-friendly more than the police station. Far more user-friendly for rape victims. They know this. They are trained to deal with rape victims. They handle you far better than anyone would. handle you at the police station. So if you are living in a city where there is a Thuthuzela care center, in case something like that happens to you or happens to someone that you know, take them there. When they get to Thuthuzela care center, Thuthuzela is the one that will contact the police to come. They will come and they will open a case after Thuthuzela has taken every evidence that is needed from you. Fine. And then now the case is with the police. And I also said in that video, I'm going to repeat this again. If you are living in a center where Thuthuzela care center is not there, it's not close, the wise thing then is to go to the nearest police station. So right now, whether you're raped or not, make it an effort, make it your duty to know where the Thuthuzela care center in your area is, because it may be nearer than you ever thought. Fine. So if in case it's not there, you go to the police. When you get to the police, you have a right to ask for privacy. You have a right to ask that you need to tell the police what happened in a private room. You have a right to ask for a female police. Even though I'm going to repeat this again, it's not a guarantee that you'll be handled with care when you are with a female police. Just know that. And it's not every police station that will be equipped with a female police for you to ask. So if you find that there is no female police, you'll be forced, unfortunately, because we need as much information as we can. We need to act as fast as we can. So you'll have to tell those male police that you find there what happened. But that can happen in a private space or private room. And then the family, friend, or whoever that you would have told, sometimes is a stranger. If it happens that the first person that you met after that incident has happened to you is a stranger, tell them what happened, and also tell them that, please, may I have your contact in case I'm going to open the case. In case you may be needed, may I have your contact? And pray and hope that they do agree to give you your contact. And when you open a statement, remember to include that. Fine. In your statement, try and remember everything about that person. Everything that you can remember. No matter how you think it's small or how small you think it is. Try and remember the little nitty-gritties, the details, everything. Remember the type of clothes, color, if you can remember the color, anything, any scar on the face, anything that you can, any tattoo, anything that you can remember. Even the smell, even if they smelled a perfume and maybe that perfume you can some perfumes we know, ne? If it ever happens that it's a perfume that you know, even if it's not a perfume that you know, tell them that like this person was having a perfume. Say everything. I mean, when I say everything, I'm saying everything that you can remember. Hence, part of the reason that you need to keep calm when the person is raping you is that you need to gather as much evidence at that particular time and ask. If you are a believer, you ask God that help me remember everything, or try and get something that can help me in future. And get everything, state everything in the statement. And then you are allowed to ask a copy of your statement. Ne? And before you sign your statement, read it first. And remember, the police like writing statements for people. Okay? So That is why you have to read that statement, because they may have twisted or they may have changed certain words. And another thing is, you're allowed to make a statement in your own language. Even though I still would advise that it's good for us to try and know English. Now I speak Zinglish. Ne? Zinglish. But I will forever speak Zinglish. Don't come and tell me I speak Sotho because English Hana. No, I'm in the learning process. I'm learning this language, and the only way to learn a language is by speaking it. So I really do believe it's wise for us to try and learn English as much as we can, because all the things, particularly the legal things, are written in English, guys. And if you haven't seen what happens in court, sometimes they don't translate the things that you actually said, because sometimes some things are not translatable, or when they are translated from vernacular to English, they tend to be something else that is not actually what was meant. Fine. And then remember, when you are at the police station, you have opened the case, you have signed, you are happy with the statement, then you attach your signature, you even ask your copy. Don't end there. Ask for the case number, the name of the investigating officer, or the name of the police that was helping you to open a statement. Please remember that. And they will call. If you are at the police, you started at the police, you didn't start at Thuthuzela Care Center, they will transport you from here after opening a statement. They will transport you from here to Thuthuzela Care Center, or whatever medical care facility that is assigned in the area to attend rape victims, to collect all the evidence. After that, ask for the investigating officer. Sometimes they don't give you the investigating officer at the time. You are expected to go home, and thereafter your case will be registered. As it is registered, usually they also give you the investigating officer. Sometimes you get a notification, SMS notification, that says your case has been registered. Here's your number. And after, you get another SMS that says your investigating officer assigned for your case is this warrant officer or sergeant or captain or whoever. Those informations, keep them safe. They are very important. Even their contact, where can you contact that investigating officer? Because you need to bother them and pester them. And I would like to state, when we come to this point, that our police are still not taking rape cases seriously, particularly the FCS unit, which is the Family Crimes and Sexual Crimes unit. And that unit of people, you know the truth, you're getting more complaints in that department than any other, I think. They treat rape as like it's a petty crime. Fine. And then one other thing that I want us to talk about is I'll also attach the helpline and so on and so on. Now, we're talking about something very important. At the Thuthuzela Care Center, after they have helped you and taken all the samples that are needed, all of them, and remember to tell whoever is attending you there every little detail that you can about that person. If you were like tell that person so that they can take the sample beneath your nails, inside your nails here. Sometimes when you were trying to fight the person by yourself, you may find that they can touch DNA in here, or yes, whatever. They can get that person's DNA or the hair or whatever of that person in here. That thing can come in very handy when you open a case. and when the case goes to court. And thereafter, now, usually the Thuthuzela Care Center will give you medication. They will give you medication to prevent pregnancy, but not just that. They will also give you medication to prevent HIV infection if you are not HIV infected already. If you are, they test you, and they ask you. So if you just tell them the truth that no, I'm already HIV positive, then they will not give you HIV medication. But if you are HIV negative, they certainly do give you HIV medication, which you're gonna take for between 28 and 30 days. Please take it. It usually causes nausea. It's not nice. It's not a nice medication, and it has got side effects. Side effects are sometimes a little bit of dizziness, but the side effect that I know for sure is nausea. You may feel like you want to throw up. You may end up even feeling like maybe you're pregnant. And it's that medication. So please take it religiously for that number of days that you have to. You just take one a day. Please set up an alarm if you have to. It's called post-exposure prophylaxis. So that is the PEP. So make sure you get it, and you also get the medication for pregnancy, so that you don't get pregnant from an unwanted child, not just unwanted child, a rape product. No one wants that. And should you report? What is the importance of you reporting? Like I said, the police do not care about such cases. So you'd ask yourself, why should I report? Whereas I already know that the police are treating rape cases as petty cases. We have to. Although it remains your right to open a case, sometimes when such a thing has happened, when it's still fresh, you're not thinking straight. So there is a great possibility that at that time you don't want to go anywhere. You just want to take a bath 100 times and be clean because you feel dirty. My advice is, even if you feel like there's no need to open a case at that time, tell someone, please. Tell someone. Ne? And then after telling these someone's, please go to Thuthuzela, let them take the evidence as a belief. Even if you don't intend opening a case, go there, let them take the evidence. If you can afford to go to the doctor, go to the doctor, ask the doctor to take the evidence and keep a file of what happened. And maybe they can put the evidence in the storage until after a few days, when you feel like, okay, I really do want to pursue a case. Please do that. Do that for yourself, because sometimes when something happens at that particular time, you're not thinking straight. You may think like you don't want justice, you don't want anything, you just want to be clean, that's it. But believe me, trust and believe that the rape, it's something so deep, something so violating, something so, it's stealing the peace. It's like a thief that comes and steals. It steals your joy, steals your peace, steals everything. You find yourself not withdrawn, not even want to mix with people, not even wanting to be anywhere. You may find yourself being in jail in your home, being afraid that what happened might happen again to you. So please, even if you feel like you don't want to just do all those things, and then what should push us to open cases. Why am I advising that you need to open a case? Even if you don't want to, you don't feel like, even if the police are not taking the cases seriously. Here's a reason. If you report one case and you get lucky, that person gets arrested and that person sees the day in court and the court throws away the key on that person, you have saved another woman. You have saved another person, even if you are a male, because there are males that are being raped these days. If you report the case, you brave up and open a case and you see a day in court and then it's attended and so on and so on, trust and believe that you have saved another person or other people that this person could have raped. Imagine that. That is like a societal, it's a societal something that we absolutely need to do. You know, it's like, I want to say, like it's an obligation. It's a societal obligation that we have. But then no one is going to force you. No one is going to put a gun on your head to do it. You're going to do it out of your own free will. But it's very, very important that you do it. Nobody should face a traumatic event alone. Guys, tell someone, after telling someone, please go to therapy. This one I cannot say enough. Please attend therapy. Thuthuzela care centers is the first thing that they're going to advise of you. They're even going to arrange. They will arrange free counseling. And there is another organization that is also offering free cancellation for rape victims. It's called Tears Foundation. Please check it in the description box. I have put it in the description box. It's Tears, like Tears Foundation. I'll put their contact number there as well so that you can contact them and ask for free counseling. They arrange counseling for you to the nearest place. They are nationwide. They work in the whole of South Africa. There are other places, rape crisis, whatever. But I think rape crisis is in Cape Town. So for those who are living in Cape Town, I will also attach so that at least you can get help from a nearby point where you are. We don't wish rape on anyone, my sisters, my brothers, our children. I wish you safety. But unfortunately, safety in South Africa is not guaranteed. Please like this video, share. Why are you not subscribed yet? Please subscribe and set the notification bell so that if I upload another video, you can be notified so that you watch the next video that I will upload. Thank you very much. Bye.